So this is the Canon G7X Mark II for $644. And this is the iPhone XR plus the moment wide-angle lens, all for $958 or $59 if you round. Though chances are that you already have an iPhone and you don't need another, smartphone. So the actual price is actually just the price of the lens, which is $159.98. So the question that I want to answer in this video is it worth spending $644 Canadian on this camera in addition to a phone that already has a camera, or should you just buy a moment wide-angle lens to add to your photography/videography capabilities on your smartphone?
So this is what the iPhone XR looks like without the moment lens, and it's pretty sunny and I can barely see, but yeah, this is what the iPhone XR looks like without the moment lens. So this is what the iPhone XR looks like with the moment lens, and as you can see, it's a lot more wide, and I can get like a lot more in the shot. You can see what's on my left, on my right, and overall it's a lot better to give context as to where I am and all that stuff. So this is what it looks like on the Canon G7X, and it's pretty good. And again, the sun's crazy, so I can barely see, but this is what it looks like on the Canon G7X. So let me know which one you like best, the Canon G7X, the iPhone XR with the moment lens, or the iPhone XR without the moment lens. So this is the stabilization that you can expect from the iPhone XR. I'm just walking and I'm holding the iPhone itself, no like tripod or gorilla pod of any kind. It's just the iPhone in my hand, and yeah, so this is the iPhone without the moment lens, and this is the stabilization that you can expect without the moment lens. Okay, so this is the iPhone XR with the moment lens, and this is the type of stabilization that you can expect from the iPhone XR with the moment lens. Again, like, it's also very wide. You can see on both sides of me. Gives you a little bit of context as to where I am. And this is a stabilization test on the Canon G7X. You can tell how stable this is. I'm actually holding this on the Joby Gorilla Pod, and it seems stable. It has its own image stabilization, so it should be. Tell me which one you like. This, the one with no lens, or the G7X. Tell me in the comments below.
Okay, so now time for some photos. Alright, so now let's talk about the Canon G7X pros and cons. So the first pro is that it's a dedicated camera, which means that obviously it will produce quality content, quality photos, quality videos, whatever you want. It even has a mode for time lapses, like a dedicated mode for time lapses. The second pro that I'm going to talk about is that it's versatile. It has so many packed in features. It has a manual mode for photos and videos. It has a time-lapse mode like I mentioned before. It has a bunch of different features that you can utilize to your liking. And the third and final pro is that it's portable. The form factor that it's in, it's it's a pocket camera. You can go anywhere with it. I go to school with it. When it was winter time, I used to wear my jacket obviously, and so I put my camera in one of my jacket pockets. It's that small and portable. Plus, it obviously produces really good quality content. So good quality content plus portability equals satisfaction. So now on to the cons of the Canon G7X. Starting off with the fact that it has no mic input. So that means that it doesn't have like a headphone jack to plug in an external mic for better audio. So what you're hearing right now is the onboard mic of the Canon G7X, and I can't exactly make it better. The second con of the Canon G7X is that it's capped at 1080p at 60 frames per second. So this camera does not shoot in 4K at all. It's capped at 1080p at 60 frames per second. And the last con of the Canon G7X, but definitely not least, is that it's a little bit delicate. So obviously with all the moving parts that it has and all the features that I just mentioned that it has, it's gonna be delicate. You can't just beat this thing up and expect it to be okay. It's a delicate device, and for what you pay, you have to take care of it. So this is a delicate camera, and you gotta take care of it in order to maintain it. Now moving on to the pros and cons of the iPhone XR with the moment lens. Okay, so these are the iPhone XR pros and cons. So starting off with the first pro, the iPhone XR is already a very capable smartphone camera for photos and videos. So you can expect amazing photos and videos even without the moment lens. And when you add the moment lens, it gets even better. So the second pro of the iPhone XR with the moment lens is that it's easy to use. It's easy to use, so you don't gotta go through any like options or menus or whatever. Open the app, select what you want to do, whether it's recording a video or taking a photo, and tap the button. You're good to go. And the last pro, but definitely not least, is that there are more shooting options on the iPhone. So unlike the Canon G7X, which is capped at 1080p at 60 frames per second, this iPhone can go up to 4K at 60 frames per second. The fact that a smartphone, an iPhone, can do 4K at 60 frames per second, or even 4K in general, and this camera, this dedicated camera, can't, just shows you how far technology has come, and more specifically how far camera technology has come. Now moving on to the cons of the iPhone XR with the moment lens. Starting off with not necessarily the iPhone XR with the moment lens, but the iPhone XR itself, which is that the low light is decent at best. The second con is that the quality of the image when you zoom in gets compromised because it's digital zoom, not optical. With the Canon G7X, there's 4.2 times optical zoom, which means that the lens itself is moving as you zoom in. So you're not compromising any quality whatsoever. So the last con of the iPhone XR with the moment lens is that the lens itself, the attachment, is quite bulky. Just know that it's going to be weighing more on this side, the top right corner of the device. You will notice the weight. Alright, so that's the end of the video. If you guys liked it, then definitely hit the thumbs up button down below, and if you guys want to see more like this, definitely subscribe. By the way, let me know in the comments down below what you would pick, whether it's the Canon G7X or the moment lens. I personally would pick the Canon G7X, but that's just my personal opinion. Let me know yours in the comments down below. And I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but I will see you in the next one soon. Stay tuned.